Welcome back, Love Tribe Tarot Tuesday. We got a nice reading for y'all today. Felt very much so drawn to, as per usual, angel energy, love the angels. In particular, also getting Atlantis and Atlantean vibes. So if you've been having any Atlantis synchronicities or things are popping up around the time this reading finds you, or maybe in the immediate hereafter, then this is especially resonant with you. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. We're going to open today's Tarot Tuesday with essentially these Angels of Atlantis heart chakra cards. There's something about wanting to get to the heart of the matter and leaning a little bit more into heart wisdom, heart opening, heart expression. For anybody who also follows me on my TikTok and catches some of my TikTok like channeled messages in the moment and the occasional reading I pop up over there, you may have heard most recently too that, and it even continued this morning, PS, so it's very relevant for y'all here with me on YouTube, this Gemini energy coming through. So especially if you're a Gemini or have Gemini placements, you may you may particularly be presented with more opportunities to communicate from and with an open heart, as well as to share your knowledge from a loving place. I'm getting because Gemini can very much be associated with knowledge and learning and things of that nature. So you don't need to have Gemini placements. This Gemini energy is here to help us all. I really do feel like it builds off of a channeled messages I had recently with Libra, Lady Venus, even Lady Justice, but really around truth and this truth. And now this Gemini energy is helping us communicate more of our heart truth and our heart space. So I felt let's get into the heart of the matter. The Atlanteans want to help us. So Spirit, communicate with us. Like, what is the tea? What do we need to hear? What do we deserve to hear? What would be the most helpful for the Love Tribe and Collective right now? All right, we had two pop out from this heart deck. And so the top card we have is Holy Michael with protection. And get into the sigil here. That symbol may be very activating for you. Allow yourself to connect with it. And we have protection. Protection. And then who also popped out is Metatron with Jubilant. Jubilationly. Get the fireworks, Jubes. Yes, feeling all the Jubilee. And I've been getting a lot of Jubilee pop-ups and references within the last week. So if you're also an X fan, then Jubilee is a big synchronicity, as well as Jubilee's colors, right? So yellow, that hot pink, and that blue. Like if you're seeing any of the Jubilee colors, Jubilee references, this is especially resonant for you. So we've got some specials for Geminis, we've got some specials for Jubilees. We've got protection and jubilance. Can we get into this divine combination from our angels, guides, and these Atlantean protectors, paired with this holiest high angel support? Michael with protection, Metatron with jubilance. Also, ooh, we're getting some Magdalena. Okay, I'm getting some Mary Magdalena vibes for some. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm really getting into this card. I hope the quality, pardon me, because I know there's some Glariana. Try as best as you can to see, and I know it's not autofocusing, whatever, but like my accent's coming out, so we're getting real. Notice that angel is up in her ear, and I'm getting that Magdalena vibe because she was giving me, it's looking a little brown in the camera, but it's more of like, a nice deep red. We're getting crimson vibes. But that angel has the sword. That is a Michael right there, giving instructions. I'm getting the sense of like, okay, there's the gay way I want to say this, and then there's like the higher way I want to like basically I'm like, and there's a part of me that's very like colloquial where it's like if you're good Judy and your best friend protects her in the ear, but somebody's like, bitch, I got it, like you better keep going, stick to the play, stick to the plan, like bitch, get in position. Pardon me for cussing, but it's just like on that level. It's like I'm kind of getting the sense of like if Michael was in the midst of, and we don't need to panic, but if Michael's doing his job in the midst of battle, wielding the sword, slinging and swinging, slaying the demons, standing on their necks, right? Chopping it up. And he's like, I'm really busy right now. Like, I'm in the midst of the active protecting your ass. We already been through this, so I need you to get in position, bitch, and I need you to do what we talked about, which is go and live your best life. Follow the instructions. There's something also about, like, I don't know what she's holding in her hand. It almost looks like it could be a torch. Like if she picks it up and lights it back up, like that thing right there. It's given a little golden, but it's actually a part of a stick. So if she held it up, it was giving me like torch vibes. So it's kind of like something kind of got her shook for a moment. And we're not going to judge, but a little bit of being shook. And Michael's kind of like swooping in amidst the battle because he's like, imagine if we're down here on Earth, right? And Michael's up there doing the gig, protecting, generaling, commanding, whoop-de whoop-de woo. And then it's kind of like he peeps down. He's like, wait, what? Wait, why is she looking stuck? What? Wait, hold up. What's got her on pause? Why is she on pause? Why is her torch not lit? What is going on here? Like, wait, what's happening? And then he comes down. He's realizing, okay, like maybe there was a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of trepidation. No judgment, but he's kind of coming in a loving way. He's like, girl, I've been told you you're protected. I've been told you it's fine. Light, light your fucking wand back up. Light your torch back up. It's getting very direct. So there is a level of love. Like I'm getting like loving, divine masculine to the point. I'm giving you a very like gay femme delivery with it to give the playfulness because it's also jubilance here. This joyful vibe here. It's a combination of spirit is being dead ass serious and saying like you are good. We need you to just follow your light, follow your sword, your interesting. I almost said sword and source at the same time. It's almost as if in her hand, ooh, confirmation bird. In her hand, it's as if there was the Ace of Wands for my tarot heads, and we're gonna get obviously into the tarot in a couple minutes to bring this down to earth in a couple seconds. You get the Ace of Wands, the gift from the universe, right? And imagine it's like normally we see it as a wand, but let's picture it's a wand where the fire is lit at the top or like a torch. But oh no, it's like we get the Ace of Wands, so we get the wand, we get the torch from our guide. It's up to us though to like accept the wand and then really like ignite it from the power and commitment of our soul. So we're the ones who have to use our soul energy and fire to like ignite that wand. That wand is set up to be lit. Like the torch is made to be lit. We have to light it up though with our focus, maybe with a proper tool, get into it. Spirit is saying, and Magdalena coming through as well, like with that Magdalena reference, it's tapping into the forgiveness of self, loving yourself enough and unapologetically enough to take your torch and move forward. Take the Ace of Wands that the universe is gifting to you and giving you and move forward and knowing that you are protected. Believing, choosing to believe and choosing to know that you are protected. And the best thing that you can do in this now that this reading is finding you and resonating with you is to move forward with enough love, kindness, and forgiveness for yourself to choose joy, to choose what lights you up, to choose what sparks the dark. Baby, you gotta spark the dark. You have to bring your torch forward, your light forward. Spirit, your guides, the Atlanteans, the angels, the ancestors, the divinity, whatever you resonate with, but especially angels and Atlanteans today, are all saying, we've got your back. We're protecting you. You gotta be the one. And these are all invitations, by the way. This is not should energy. I'm not shoulding on you. We're not doing that. Everything I say is an invitation. Sometimes the language, because I'm channeling while the current is hot and fast, is, it may come off a little bit directive, but these are all invitations. I'm really getting into it's just giving me diamond energy. And I've been getting a lot of Emma Frost references as well. So this is especially if you're any of my X-Men fans, this might really resonate with you. Shout out to my fellow mutants. But like we're getting a little bit of this Emma Frost, this Diamond, and Trina as well, like Diamond Princess. I make 'em bust quick. And I back it up. Yeah. Oh, see, and you know what? Jubilee loves to dance. Y'all remember Jubilee was getting it with Roberto on the dance floor, right? In one of the episodes of X-Men '97 in the season, right? Comment down below, tag it. But there's something about like the jubilation, the jubilant, diamond energy. Not to say you need diamonds, because like no, no, no. Like let's not get into you know, let's get into jewels and gemstones that are radiant and beautiful and ethically sourced. Let's just keep it at that. But you understand what I'm saying in the sense of diamonds are made under pressure, and they are precious, and they're beautiful, and they're radiant, right? But they become diamonds after going through the pressure, going through it. And Emma Frost, she's fierce, very controversial, been through a lot, but she's always about like looking like she's a bad bitch. She's always looking fashion, like looking beautiful, living her best life. Like even when she's under pressure, whatever, she's like, bitches can't phase me. So there's something about there's something about let go of that shooketh energy. Let go of that shooketh energy. This is about being the Magdalena that's empowered, the Emma Frost that's empowered. No longer letting the judgment and the shade, right? Because people throw a lot of shade at Emma. People throw lots of shade at Mary Magdalene, talking all the talk about their past, their stories, maybe the things that they are not as proud of, that were actions that were maybe not the most high vibrational. I'll say it that way. And that was then, this is now. 11:11 on the timer. Clap, 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 closure. That was then, this is now, the 11:11 portal. That was the way you led your life then. This is the way you're leading your life now. You are protected. You are supported. The wand is in your hand. The magic is in your hand. Everything is within reach. You are empowered. Michael's up in your ear saying you are protected. What we need you to do is move forward with your light and embrace your joy and let it sparkle, let it shine, let it out. Because also, I don't know why, don't know why, like even just being silly and singing, like all of these, I know they're not compasses, whatever these little, zodiacal, astrological, cosmical circles amongst the stars, meow meow meows, are doing. It's giving me compass energy though, personally. Yes, thank you, Spirit segue, because we're going to get into the Enchanted Map Oracle next. So we are right there. We're following the signs. So this map energy. And for a lot of y'all, when I get the compass with the stars, this is about following your North Star, following where your soul is calling you. For some of y'all, this has been coming up a lot in the last week too. And I'm not like a trained astrologist or astrologer, so go and cross reference, get that professional support. I do my role in the village, boop boop. But the little bit of astrological meow 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 coming through is like I'm getting like for some of y'all, especially like leaning more into your north node in your midheaven. So essentially showing up more in your purpose and your calling and what you're meant to be growing into in this lifetime for like fuller fulfillment, achievement, success. And I want that success to be how you define it. Like it's not just meant to be colonially and capitalistically defined. No, it's like what is success for you? So how does that fulfillment look like? For example, like, I don't know, amazing friendships, a healthy and loving family unit, being a part of a village, having amazing, fresh, organic foods, like high vibrational fabrics and clothing and quality, like go there. Like, like honor the fullness of your soul. There's something about your North Node and Midheaven that's just kind of like, yeah, like even Michael is just like, go for it. It's like, girl, show up. Show up and show out. Like, let your light out. And for some of y'all, let your voice and your song out in particular. For some, it may be singing specifically because they have me feeling a little bit musical and stuff like that. For others, though, in general, your soul song is like really your soul expression. Like what, where, and how is your soul guiding you to kind of show up and show out? All right, we're gonna get some enchanted map. Notice how like this opening reading, 1414 on the timer, it's just two cards, but all of this high vibrational energy with Michael, Magdalena, Metatron, a lot of M names coming through as well. Not exclusively, not only limited to them. All right, please and thank you, Holiest Collective. How can this enchanted map, how can this help us navigate moving forward? Another two cards. Okay, so we're getting like Twos may be a significant number right now. The fact that they're just popping out in twos in the first deck and the second deck, so 2-2. Let's see. This card really wants to be here, this rescue card. It just is not going away. So we have card 16 with rescue and card 18 with the magic stream. Notice both of these with water coming down. Now I'm getting Dawn Richard, one of my favorite water songs, Baptized by Dawn Richard. Spelled like Richard, but pronounced Richard. Water coming down here we go. Meow, meow, meow. So both of these have streams. Water was very relevant in the TikTok reading that was posted yesterday. So water is a key element this week. Okay, so for some of us, mm, okay. Okay, so with this rescue card, thank you for giving me a second to lean into this. Some of us have been, if you're resonating with this message, maybe it's been a little bit where there's this rescue energy, but notice this isn't the worst place to be. Like this is a floating rock with a beautiful like nature, waterfall. This person's coming out a little bit of their like cave or their darkness, their environment, maybe their home, no judgment. It's this idea of being a little bit isolated, yet in a relatively healthy and flowing system. And that air balloon, and notice how there's rainbow dust coming out that chimney. Okay, so there's aligned and beautiful divine energy. So this is not a wallowing in suffering type of isolation. I'm not saying that adversity and challenge, maybe a little bit of like tightness around some things. Notice my hands, resources. Like some of that may have been going on, but generally I'm getting the energy of Homegirl is doing her best to live her best life with the means and resources she has available, and she's giving love to the home she's got. She's giving love to what she has available. She's making it work, and she's charging up with magic and doing her best to be in alignment in her environment with what she's got going on. Yes, can it feel a bit of lonely? For sure. To me, can it feel a bit lonely? Can it feel a bit I'm feeling this energy of I'm grateful for everything that I have, and spirit, I am letting you know, like dead ass, I want more and I'm tired of being alone. I keep hearing Beyonce in my head right now, like scared of lonely. Like she's coming through. I'm in this fight and I'm swinging and my arms are getting tired. Yes, I need comfort late at night. And I can't find my way. Why won't you lead me home? 'Cause I'm lost in the stream. I need you to hold me. I'm scared of lonely, and I'm scared of being the only shadow I see along the wall. Yes. Oh my God, I'm getting hot flashes. Let me turn the air. But like, woo, yes, Beyonce, baby. Like, we're not gonna be alone for long. We're not going to be alone for long. Like the energy, the love, the alignment that you put out there. To me, this rescue, this hot air balloon. And by the way, like somebody is checking for you, baby. Like somebody is checking and clocking your energy, and not in a negative way. Like I'm not afraid of none. 18, 18 on the clock. 18, 18 on the clock, and 18 is coming up next. 18 energy, moon card. We're not in the tarot yet. Stuff is about to be revealed, babies. Hang in there. Do not quit. Do not quit on yourself. And you're just going to keep getting your energy right. Like, keep putting the stuff out there. For some of y'all, this is about the communication, like we led into that, like putting your messages. For some of y'all who do, I don't know, transmit your messages through social media or through some kind of platform, like keep showing up for your artistry and your soul song. This is not the time to give up. Don't overwork and try and force stuff either. This is spirit saying like your energy, your frequency, your pheromones are being put out there, and you're helping both your spirit guides as well as other people that are going to reach you on an actual human, tangible level get to you. You're being invited to no longer be scared of lonely, to trust that the resources, the support, the love, the community, the village, for some even the romance is coming in. With this magic stream, okay. Ooh, and you know what? Story time. Okay, building off of this with the cards because we have the rescue, and I'm putting it up this way. It's almost like pretending we're gonna like follow this waterfall. We're gonna take a leap of faith, and we're gonna like flow into a new magical timeline, a new magical journey. It's like this. Why am I saying Andromeda? I don't know if anybody's Andromeda starseed or Andromeda energies or whatever, whatever. This may be an extra synchronicity for you. And Andromeda breaking free because Andromeda wasn't her Greek story like they chained her ass up to some rocks and then she needs to get saved. They almost drowned her ass. Like it's been a while since I heard and read that story, but it was like, however, it's like babies. It's like obviously it didn't. Hopefully, it wasn't that like intense. Your trial and whatever, whatever. But it's like whatever you were chained up to in this rocks or this little island, like you're breaking free, and spirit is having you get off the island. For some, yes, you're gonna get picked up, but in others, it's actually like float down the stream into the new magical world, magical realm, going into a new portal. Because this one almost looks like it's a door. That's what's really interesting and flowing down. And I feel as though this bird is like a spirit guide there, like waiting for you to arrive. Okay, yeah, so it's kind of like Michael in the beginning was like, girl, go forward, go in the direction of your dreams. Metatron is like, get it, get it. And then as you follow the guidance in your soul's calling, whatever leap of faith you're being asked and guided to make or continue at this time, on the other side of it, guides are already there. And this is like, what is it, like, is that like a crane? I'm so bad with, animals and stuff. But it's giving me crane energy. Cranes just always make me think of patience, stability, tranquility. So I'm feeling, a really stable, tranquil guide waiting for you on the other side, letting you know, like, hey, welcome, like very calm, accepting you as you are in your fullness. Just like, hey, welcome. Like, I'm here to guide you. Welcome to your next timeline. This is a really magical one. You're going to see manifestations and abundance are going to flow in really easily. Notice how they're having me act like a tour. What do you call it? Like a cruise director? I've never been on a cruise, but like cruise director type of energy where I'm like leaning in, trying to make you feel extra good. Like when they show that extra level customer service, especially on media where they hyper dramatize it. This is sincere though. They're not trying to like screw you over. It's just kind of like, and at first, especially if you're coming from a timeline or out of a situation where shit was really rough, you're gonna reach here and you're gonna see like this little very calm and sweet spirit guide. I feel this energy of this timeline. You're gonna be like, and there's gonna be a part of you to the guides that came with you. And you're gonna be like, is this bitch real? Because like, is this a setup? Like, because you're like, there's a part of you that's like, is this too sweet? Like, is this too good to be true? Because like, don't set me up. Like part of you is like, don't tell me the bullshit. And spirit is like, yo, be nice, be heart open, be heart open. That's why we started with the heart opening. It's like choose joy and let it be easy. Please do not let your past trauma and your past experiences on the streets, your past experiences in the wilderness and rough and tumble trials. You get to take all of your wisdom, all of your battle experience, everything with you. Like you have all of your flowers and wisdom and knowledge. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Trust your instincts and intuition. However, please do. We're being advised to not arrive slash go into this jump and this leap of faith in defense mode. Like, do not arrive defensively. Open heartedness. That is key. That is crucial. That is critical. Because if you embrace open hearted joy and like dance your way through these steps, through your guidance in alignment with your North Star, major fulfillment is here. And honestly, when I saw this magic stream, I'm not going to lie to you, I kept hearing like the term and kind of getting into the idea of like a lazy river in a water park or like amusement park or something, like places with lazy rivers, right? It's usually just a long place in water where you literally just float down the river on your little tube. You can float solo, you can group up with your friends. I don't know, maybe some of y'all figured out how to like pack a little snack or beverage or a little cookie, like something, something with you, yum, yum, yum. But like enjoy the ride, float on the water, be in peace, be in tranquility, allow the water you to carry you with ease to your destination. Okay, and you know there's going to be an end to Lazy River. You may even know where the end point is, right? Depending on how it starts, but you may not know all the twists and turns of that journey it's going to take along the way. Something about where Spirit's saying it's not to say that you're going to be lazy and you need to worry about that. You're going to flow with ease. Spirit is guiding you where you need to go. The work that you did to kind of root into yourself and gather yourself. Ooh, voice crack. The work that you did to gather yourself, root in place, maybe some recent isolation, hermitage, that's coming to an end. And the way it's coming to an end is you're going to be floating down a beautiful river where you're going to run into opportunities, connections, people, align things along the way. There's something about enjoying the float of that lazy river, and that by the time you get to the end of the lazy river, you're going to be more rejuvenated, more replenished, and feeling more in alignment with like love and support and connection. That when you reach that end of that, it's almost like the lazy river is going to be a little bit of an integration period or experience too. So there really is a lot of benefits to allowing yourself to enjoy where Spirit is guiding you in the easeful state and way that Spirit is also guiding you and shepherding this journey. This is really, and there's lots of rainbow energies here, lots of rainbows, because there's a rainbow up above. It's very faint, but there's a rainbow on this card very faintly. And we already had the rainbow at the chimney. So the promises of your guides are coming true. Hold the faith. Like everything that was promised to you, it is there for you. Almost, almost. We're just getting some tarot, but they're really having me shuffle them quite a bit today. Trying to see if there's any pop outs, or are we doing a manual shuffle? Excuse me, a manual pull. There we go. Six of Swords. Baby, all of this stuff on floating water. I mean, come on. This is literally about moving onto calmer waters, more peaceful waters. I'm getting goosebumps. Just talking about like the lazy river. You are moving, you're being guided, more peace. Peace, peace. And this flew on top of Michael's protection card. So Holy Michael is legit guiding you and telling you like, girl, get on the boat. Like, stop acting stuck. Get on the boat. Just jump in the boat. Like, a part of us is worried about this waterfall, and for some, maybe the leap of faith is jumping off a waterfall. That happened to me recently. Not as high up as this one, but it was definitely high up and outside my comfort zone because I don't really like heights. However, I had an experience a couple weeks ago where I legit felt in physical and emotional, but physical action of choosing a new timeline, where there was a very legitimate version of me that has been afraid of heights, and I don't like heights. That's just not something that, at least for me, just goes away. Because you know how people push people with fear of heights, like, oh, just do it, you're gonna love it, you're gonna love it, and then it's just like, thanks for a re-traumatizing experience. Didn't really get rid of my fear, just solidified my dislike of this activity. But thank you, glad to know that I can do things I dislike. But anyway, I was by a waterfall in which I had an opportunity to like. It really felt like it was the right level of yes, being high up enough to activate the fear of heights and like get me out of my comfort zone, but it wasn't so high where it was an instant never. Like it was high enough for me to consider: am I gonna jump off and be that version of me, or am I gonna like just go back down, climb back down, and be like maybe next time? And I felt in my head in a version of my inner child and former self, like really afraid. And then finally, at one moment, I don't know what happened, but the new version of me, like, drove my body and decided. Next thing I know, it was kind of like, it felt like a cartoon where my physical body was like moving forward. Meanwhile, my energetic self and consciousness was back here. So it's like, here's an energy image of me back here, leaning back while the physical's moving forward. And then the energy one kind of in consciousness gets like brought into it as we're over the ledge and jumping, and then we're like, oh my god, we're doing it, we're doing it. And then we hit the water, and we're in the new timeline. We're in the new version of self. We manifested a new version of self that took the leap of faith, that embraced a new level of courage, that went to a new level of overcoming like fear, right? So Spirit is saying, allow yourself to move forward and allow Spirit to guide you onto the new timeline, onto the more accomplished, abundant, and peaceful and satisfying waters. I love it. And this reading, even though we've been together for a good chunk of time, it's flying by. The King of Pentacles just came out, and I will say, even when I was doing shuffles, that card was coming out a lot. So the fact that we're going from the Six of Swords to the King of Pentacles next is, if anybody has also been wanting more prosperity, in particular, prosperity and wealth, like tangibly so, and resources and abundance tangibly, and success in regards to either your profession, your career, your passion, your craft, however you resonate with that. This is a positive sign that that success is unfolding. Um, that your entrepreneurship is working out, that your craft, your success is there. Hanged Man, get another card. Not that many. We're going to be here all day. All right, one more card. Oh, all right, fine. We got this one. I'm going to take that upright. All right, I'm going to take this as a bottom line. All the tarot coming out. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So with this, I feel like this is a heads up and a little bit of the work we can be doing. Ah, oh, thank you, Spirit. That's why they have me tell the story of those different parts of self. So this is about bringing the different parts of yourself back into harmony, back into alignment, getting the voices in your head more on the same side. And at the end of the day, letting the voice that serves you best make the ultimate decision and drive things forward. We don't need to feel bad or beat the crap out of ourselves for having multiple voices or multiple parts of self. So, for example, in that story I just shared a moment ago, where the old version of me was more hesitant and not wanting to jump off the waterfall, and the other new version did, I'm not demonizing the previous version of me that felt the fear more actively. I don't need to crap on myself. No. I just needed to come together and tune in and breathe, legit, and I prayed. And I was like, okay, what do I want to do, or what's really calling me more? And it's like, and there was a greater part of me that knew we can do this and we will survive. We will not die. We will not die. Like, Dil, you can do this, you will not die. And so, because I mean, like, I was afraid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you're afraid of heights, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Um, so there's something about after this King of Pentacles with this Hanged Man and the Seven of Cups. And then underneath, the second line would be the temperance following that Seven of Cups. There is no need for unnecessary urgency or haste in moving forward. There is something, though, about pausing to make your next decision and your next move from, I want to say, a higher vibrational place, a more vibrationally aligned state of being. So reconciling these energies, and notice how it sits on top of the Seven of Wands. So we went from the Five of Wands to the Seven of Wands, which is like standing your ground and rising above all the bullshit. So this is being standing in your power. So it's like by taking the pause to come back into our power, we can rise above, reconciling all these parts of ourselves. Like take the pause, go within, so that then you can reflect on what choice takes you in the direction of your highest and holiest dreams. What choice is in alignment with what your soul and your guides are whispering in your ears and guiding you to go? Where's your soul really asking you to be? And you don't have to rush this decision, because temperance is about harmony and an element of patience. Harmonizing patience. Patience for the purpose of harmonizing and elements coming back into balance, back into alignment. Like the foot on the earth and the foot in the water, like the foot on the most earthly self and the foot in the spiritual realm, the connected realm, the portals. Followed by the world. We literally have the world, the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Page of Cups. So with this world card, new book, new chapter, totally new cycle, moving forward, as well as victory if we allow it. And this Eight of Pentacles, it's, pardon me, because they had me slow down with all this earth energy coming in and really reconciling all this energy. Because I keep looking at this King of Pentacles and even his face, and he's just, oh, I said faith, but I meant to say face. Faith is key. So he's sitting there with faith on his face, looking forward, just going through all of this consideration. And then after essentially reconciling parts of self, reconnecting with where the soul is guiding, getting back to the craft, back to work, back to the passion, which will then lead to a nice, even if it starts off small, like an emotional, I feel like an emotional opportunity or offering coming in. It may come in small. It's going to be like a nice, pleasant, for some it may be, excuse me, a pleasant surprise, but otherwise it might be a pleasant opportunity. It may not be something that at first, look at this even in my eyes, like at first look or first glance, it may not be the most like, oh my God, but it's going to be something like, oh wow, thank you. Like, I really like that. Like, this is dope. This is great. Something about receiving. So we're going to be receiving emotionally fulfilling offers and opportunities in the midst of our working on ourselves and our crafts and our passion, being in our bag, being in our professionalism. This King of Pentacles is not worried for anything. This King of Pentacles has everything he needs and more. He's very abundant. He's very luxurious, I'm getting. But not, this is not about being ostentatious, pretentious, wasteful, whoopty whoopty whoop. This is somebody who is just like, they're just living their best energy. They are truly treating themselves as a leader and taking the lead in their life, making balanced and measured and practical decisions that are in alignment with their intentions and goals and their greater goals and visions of success and fulfillment. This is somebody who puts in the work with consistency and commitment, guided by his faith as well as practical knowledge, not overrushed, not stressed, not forcing the fit, a person who knows how to balance when to pause and reflect and when to get back at it with the action. And this is you. This is you. Spirit says you've got it. Michael from the very beginning was like, move forward, dance, do your craft, do your thing, shine your soul song. And if you are feeling confused in this minute, like this is the moment, this reading is finding you now because it's saying take the pause you need to reassess your options and opportunities, to maybe reconnect with what the whispers are from your highest and holiest self, your angels and guides, so that you can stand center stage, rising above any bullshit, rising above any deception, rising above any connections or things that do not deserve you. You have discernment, you have wisdom, you have awareness. You can even tap into eagle eye perspective and view. Like this King of Pentacles, he's not getting played in a business deal. He's not letting somebody screw him over or pull the wool over his eyes or take the short end of the stick. Not at all. And neither are you, collective. You have raised up. You have moved into a new victorious world and cycle. If you, as long as you're moving from a place of harmony and balance and honoring yourself, you have got this. This is for you. We're going to get some angels and saints to seal this reading in. Spirit, just any final advice for application and integration of this beautiful insight, of these heart activations, these gifts of success, receiving the supportive rescue from Spirit and guides and team. And I am getting, while I shuffle these, things right under our nose, is be discerning with your connections and your communication, because at Gemini, that is what we opened with. And Gemini can also deal with the realm of gossip. So this is a time to share without oversharing. Share and selectively share. Speak, need to know basis. And for some, okay, I'm getting a level of wisdom and business mastery. It's like you don't have to put all your cards on the table. Be honest and be in integrity and don't try and screw someone over. Only share as much as relevant in the conversation to start or move something forward. So don't put it all out there at once and make your, because we don't want to appear like an, ooh, there we go, even knocking it back, knocking it back. We don't want to appear like an over-eager novice or like an over-eager newbie. We also want to make sure we're having the right conversations with the right people. So as you share a little bit, as you feel guided to, listen carefully to what the responses are. Because we may be around people that we thought or we think have power, or we think are in positions of power, or who we think would be good for a collaboration or some kind of energy exchange. But upon greater application of discernment and patience and listening, we can determine, like, actually, this may not be the best party for me to choose to align or ally with. Or maybe this party is actually the first conversation or the introduction or the bridge to the more aligned party or communication or alliance I'm meant to be a part of. So pay attention to the role you're playing and the roles other people are playing. Mind your business and mind who's trying to mind your business as well and why. And have the boundaries and the wisdom and the strength required to uphold them so that the people and the energies that truly do not serve you can no longer get past the gate. There are some people that are being left behind in the previous cycle, the previous timeline, world that no longer works. And that's not being rude or shady or elitist. That's just saying, like, we're outgrowing each other, slash, we're growing apart. We're growing in different directions. And it bees like that sometimes. And that's not a bad thing. Who's here? Was she not from the very beginning? Was she not from the very beginning? Magdalena, the forgiveness, affirmation, confirmation, goosebumps, goosebumps, goosebumps.com. Magdalena, this is about my baby. She's coming through. She's like, enough, enough, enough. And I'm throwing away, casting away density, guilt, and shame. No more guilt and shame. Your past made you, I'm getting it like this. The past made you the bad bitch that you are now. Your past made you this wise, loving, worthy being that you always have been, let alone that you are now. Your past is not something for you to feel shame about anymore. Your past is no longer meant to be something that makes you feel like an anchor of limitation. No, your past is a platform for liberation. Your past is a platform for empathy. Your past is a display of the limitlessness of divinity, of divine love, of divine forgiveness, of divine acceptance, of the fact that, here we go, itchy noise, itchy nose all around. Fuck the noise. Fuck the gossip. Box seats, bitch. Fuck the gossip. How many of them could have did it with the nest? Like, bitch, I've been on. Like, yes, Chun fucking Li. Chun Li, Nicki Minaj. Kill. Energy. Chun Li vibes. Like, girl, it's time. People have been talking shit about Mary Magdalene for many years. However, her true story, she is the apostle to the apostles. Okay, she is the divine counterpart to the Yeshua Jesus Christ energy. She is the divine feminine counterpart of the worldly incarnations of them. Slay. Slay, 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 especially my divine feminines. This is the time, this is the era to allow for the glow up. Because we could either be Mary Magdalene, feeling like in a disempowered state, allowing rumors and judgment to keep us in that low vibration, never allowing us to rise up and ascend and embrace and feel our greatness. Or we can take our crown, listen to the holiest Father, holiest Mother, holiest Source, holiest Divine, and listen to what they're telling us, our holiest self, about how amazing we are, and we live from that place. We live from that. We've done the forgiveness. After you forgive, you got to just live your best life and go for it. Card flying all the way over there. Got up with the leg. Oop, here we go. Flying out. What's the last card? Come on, Spirit. Come on, Nature. Optimism. This card really wants to show itself. You're leveling up. This is my card with the stairwell going up. We already said faith, walking forward to faith, staying optimistic, having positive expectations of greatness. Don't have limiting expectations of how the universe can bless you. Expect miracles. Expect greatness. You are ascending. You are leveling up. Part of you, because she's looking down over the edge and she's clutching her heart, part of her is feeling a bit of like, yes, compassion. It's like, forgive the past, forgive those that came before you, forgive the previous version of yourself. Don't stay looking at the past for long, though. Don't get caught up in past. drama, and energy, right? Don't get caught up in the squabbles. Continue rising up, leveling up, all the way up. I'm getting bottom of the deck, literally higher education, even leveling up in your wisdom. This higher education, literally higher education, like from your highest and holiest self. For some of y'all, this will resonate if you have been like literally going through a graduation, completing a course, something of that merit. Big synchronicity for y'all. In general, bottom of the deck is receive. Notice how this diploma comes with your flowers. Receive your flowers. Congratulations. You have leveled up. This is a graduation into a new cycle, a whole new world of opportunity. It's up to you, though, to believe it. Because, right, after we graduate from school, if you, or just imagine a graduation experience. It's like after you complete some kind of course and or schooling, and you walk away, whether it's with a diploma, a certification, something of that nature, the next step is on you ultimately at the end of the day to put yourself out there and present as this person who has achieved this level of mastery and knowledge and wisdom. And it's up to you to leverage that material and that knowledge to build or co-create off of it. So a cliche example is, people graduate from, I don't know, college, and you update your resume and you start applying for jobs. You start applying for work based upon the expertise and the knowledge you just cultivated from the level you just completed. And you use all of that to give you access to the next level of growth, and then you continue growing from there. Move up the spiral. Move forward in your Earth School journey. This is a magical time where things can flow with ease and with miracles only if you show up and show out as who you're guided to be. And remember, making time for joy and dancing and silliness and fun in addition to your craft. Because we had just as money's coming in. Because I meant to say just as many, but we said just as money. So the money's coming in. The King of Pentacles, he's like, but this is not. Remember, all work and no play makes you a bum, dull bitch. Oh, sorry, that was a little sassy. But it's like Spirit's like, you need to shake your boom boom for some of y'all, because you need to like keep your sacral. Okay, we're not trying to get too explicit, but we need to keep the sacral moving. We got to keep the water and the juices flowing. We got to keep the kitty in motion. We have to let the kitty out. For some of y'all, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. And I've been getting this invitation even this weekend too. Like, I need to go out dancing. Slash, I don't even need to go out. Spirit saying dance at home. For some of us, it's like, bitch, put on the music and dance at home and move your body. Move your body, girl. Make the fellas go. The way you ride it, girl. Make the fellas go. Whoa. Can you feel the beat now? Take it slow. Turn me on. Right? Like sometimes there was a 4747 on the timer, so that might be significant. But it's like, play with the beats, play with the music. There's times to go fast. There's times to remember, even in that song, slow wine, slow wine, slow wine, slow wine. That's wine. That's wine. That's wine. That's wine. Move your body. Move your body. And notice how they're having me very musical throughout this reading. It's like, I'm just gonna outright say it for some of y'all. You know how celebrities, sometimes there is the conception that they are living an amazing life, and in a lot of ways they are, because they have a lot of resources. And I'm not trying to hyper glorify, and I'm not trying to dehumanize them, because that happens a lot with celebrities. What I am saying though, as people who have acquired a certain level of fulfillment, success, and resource in societies, and we get to see glimpses of their life and lifestyle, notice how there's a mix of images that often shows them slaying in their passion and their craft in their crafts of choice, right? Their artistry, their expression, their businesses, whatever, whatever. There's scenes of them looking more, there's sometimes photos of them looking more comfortable and cozy. There's media and things of them on vacation, maybe even some of them going out every now and again if they get spotted, whatever, whatever. But notice how we see these different, sometimes with their family or their significant others if they have that as well. These different glimpses showing a full, multidimensional, nuanced, satisfactory, and fulfilling life. Spirit is like, live all of the vignettes and scenes you want of your amazing life. So in the same way you want to slay it more in your work, passion, or career that has come through. The same for your joy with your dancing, whether that's going out and being dolled up on the town or dancing naked or in your sweats at home, being comfy, cozy, right? This is about living the full, 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 full life. And the way they're emphasizing that so much, it's fulfillment. Fill your cup. Your cup is already being filled energetically by spirit. It's already been your cup's already been replenished energetically in spirit. The blessings are here. Now this is about drinking what you have and embodying those blessings with what's already available to you with the actions big and small. So follow your instincts, follow your intuition, live your best life now. You are protected, you are safe, Magdalena. Move forward. We don't need to be sad and weepy anymore. There's no more dancing on our own. We're dancing with friends, we're dancing with tribe, we're dancing with Jubilee and Roberto on the dance floor. To me, my X-Men, like, let's go. Yeah, I feel content to the tent with that. So comment down below. Let me know how this Tarot Tuesday resonates with y'all, what's coming through, where you're at, as well as how this reading plays out. As always, you can book a personal reading because remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can find me in the description box as well as abundantinsights.net and get a personal reading or an energy calibration if you want to remove blocks. Please be sure to follow me on other social media platforms at Abundant Insights for other readings and channeled messages, little short ones if you want little quickies. And yes, I'm just so grateful to have you here. My name is Dil Divine, your friendly neighborhood queer muse, oracle, and soul coach. And I look forward to seeing you next week for next Tarot Tuesday. And comment down below if there's a particular question, topic, or intention you would like me to dive into. Because we are a community, we are the love tribe, we are a village, and we are a part, we're in resonance together. So if you made it with me this far in the transmission, we're doing this collective work as a team and as a tribe. So help me help you, and help you help me. Meow, 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 meow. I'm sending y'all so much love, grace, and gratitude. Thank you for being with me with this really flowy transmission, and I will see you soon.